Let's get this party started, hunty. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Good to see you all. Hello, hello. We're gonna wait till everybody comes in. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a crazy week. I hope you guys had fun during the Super Bowl. Hello, my loves. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Let me see what y'all are talking about, honey. Now, were you getting your guy during the Super Bowl, honey? Were you, getting your flirt on? Were you at a house party? Were you at a bar or a club watching the game and talking to the boys? Or not? What's the tea? We're gonna have some fun, honey. Yes, honey, we're meeting on Monday because Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday, honey. And guess what? I was busy. Honey, I was watching that Super Bowl. I was watching that halftime show with Usher's half built up chest, honey, no shade. Girl. Yes, honey. Yes. Let me see what y'all are talking about, honey. Let me see what the girls were up to. Ordinary L said I was with my guy that your videos helped me get. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. One thing that I've learned is that now that I'm blowing up, people give me a lot of shit. And I want you to know, ladies, like, if you look at all my videos, if you listen to all my podcasts, girl, I'm giving you the formula. I'm giving you all the tea, right? So check those out. I'm really giving you a lot of shit. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Anwar White. They call me Coach Anwar or your fairy godbrother. And I'm just here to spill tea on dating and love and relationships and men or women, depending on, or anything in between. We're in 2024, trying to be as tolerant, open, and accepting as possible. And so generally I come on here just to like answer questions. Yeah. Ordinary L said, giving free game, and we love you for that. Thank you, girl. I try to be as giving and as generous as possible. I just did a video about how a lot of Black girls aren't really taught how to date or like, separated from boys. And so many Black women, are kind of coming at the game at a deficit. And so I hope through my videos and my podcast that, we're like filling those voids so that you can really do this thing in a way that you feel empowered in control of. Yeah, more than anything else. So let me see what the girls are talking about. Hello, Tiffany, Shani, Eyes Have It, Markesha, Betty. Hey, Jordan girl, good evening. Dulcie, good to see you, girl. Blue, Rashonda, Nikki, Brittany. Oh my God, I feel like Whitney. Remember when Whitney Houston got her award and she was like, Sharonda, Blue, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. That's what I'm doing. Hey, Miss G, Brianna, Sharon, Shani, Orenz, Nathani, Michelle. Yeah. Hey, beautiful Blackbird. Akima said, will this live be saved? Yes, generally, now that I have my social media assistant, generally what she does is she will put these lives not on like TikTok or IG, but on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, definitely go to the link in my bio and there should be a place to subscribe to it so that you will be able to check out all of these lives if you are not staying up for it because you're a golden girl and you go to bed at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Girl, stay up and have fun with us. It's a slumber party, girl. The Kima said, and you said my name right. Oh, we besties now. We better be, honey. We better be. Sharon, Shawnee, Elle, Blue Sky, Shirley. Okay, let me see what the girls are saying. Hi, Joanne. Alyssa said, loved your new video. I can relate to not dating young as a Black woman. Yes, girl. Picasso said, hi. So happy to see you. Listen to your podcast with Phyla. So good. Yes. Miss Phyla is everything. She is a colleague of mine. Her name is She is Phyla, Fila. Definitely follow her. She's all about that black girl self-care, so definitely check that out. Mahogany said, Fairy Godbrother. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, We Love Sunshine said, Coach, so I'm dating. She said, dating. Uh-oh. When we have this girl, we already know it's shade, no shade. This Mexican guy, but I seen his stuff and I'm not as attracted anymore. He gives me the ick, especially when he tries to talk sexual. Am I the problem? Well, girl, when you said you seen his stuff, what was the reaction? And girl, inquiring minds want to know, what stuff did you see and what did it look like, girl? Some of the girls are thirsty, honey. They haven't seen anything in a long time, so give the girls a little bit more tea. Yeah? I am the queen, so you give some of the most real advice you can find. I try my best, girl, even though some of the people really don't like me for it, but it is what it is, honey. Yeah. The Tish chick said, how long should I hold off on giving up the cookie? Well, girl, you a grown-ass woman, so I can't tell you when you should or should not give your cookie away. You get to figure that out, honey. I will say as a dating coach, though, that having sex early on doesn't really like help your courtship, because it's like you're giving girlfriend benefits away for free, so there's no incentive. He's not incentivized to want to be committed to you. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let me see. We Love Sunshine said, his pecker, lol. I am used to a little bigger, even thicker, but you know. Here's the thing, girl. Here's what you have to what you have to figure out. One, you have to see like what the true experience is. Yeah? Because no shade, sometimes the guys are like, they're like average, but they like really know how to work it. And they hit in the spots that you didn't think that they were gonna hit, right? And they might be doing other stuff that really does please you and satisfy you. So your overall experience is amazing and great. You know, some of these guys, they might be bigger, but they're just boom, 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 but they're not really hitting the walls. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember in like 1988, 1989, and some of those Eastern Germans were hitting that Berlin Wall and hitting it and knocking it all the way down? Honey, this is what you want these men to do, honey. You don't want them just going boom, 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 boom. I say all of this, and in a more serious note, I'm saying all this to say that sometimes it takes a month or two to gain sexual chemistry with your guy. And so oftentimes some of my clients will get into relationships and then the sexual chemistry won't be there, but then they learn each other. They learn each other's body and they know how to satisfy each other. So just because it's average, you know, doesn't mean it is, you know, the worst thing ever. Yeah. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but that's what I got to give you, girl, because that's the tea. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what the girls are talking about. TA, hey girl. Lexi said, hey, I was thinking of you today. Loved the last podcast. Thank you, girl. Tiffany said, you're awesome. Thank you. Stephanie said, had a gal Super Bowl. It was dope. Good, girl. Good. Chrissy said, we got the internet working today. Girl, I was out and about on Saturday, girl. That internet was acting a fool, girl. It was highly embarrassing. Yeah. Oh my God, the girls are cracking up. The girls are built up. The girls are backed up. Naya said, what's the tea on construction workers? I'm always going to be a fan of blue collar guys. They're hard workers. And I know for many women of color who are also hard workers, you need somebody that's gonna work harder than you. And a lot of these guys will do that. They'll put in the hours like outside of the home, and then they'll come home, and then they come home, they're cutting the grass. They're taking out the trash. Girl, it's like part of their job. There's like, you know, there's no delineation. There's no differentiation. They out of the home they're working, in the home they're working. You want somebody that's going to do that. You want a worker, right? You don't want a princess. Yeah, so, you know, I love the men that are able to do that. So I'm always going to recommend kind of guys that are more blue collar. Yeah. Aram said, where does your name originate from? It's cool. It is Arabic. Yeah, I was named after Anwar Sadat. Shani said, how do you attract a blue-collar man, Anwar? I'm a city girl. He's country. Well, it sounds like you've already attracted one, right? Now, city girl and country are different things. Here's what I want you to understand. I think it's important to realize that a lot of girls think, oh my God, we have to have the exact same interests. You don't. Your partner needs to be someone who loves you and supports you and motivates you and accepts you. That's it. Just because you like, traveling abroad doesn't mean that he has to, right? There are things that you will introduce to him just like there are things that he will introduce to you, right? So I think it's just important to understand that is kind of part of the partner being in a partnership with someone. Okay, Nakima said, can we talk about dating abroad? I live in Mexico and I can't with the natives and I'm built to be a cartel bae. Girl, not cartel bae, girl. Not that. You don't have to date anybody that you don't want to. Yeah. Leah says, how long should it take someone you meet online to ask you out? Maximum a week. Presley said, how do you handle rejection? I'm having a tough time. Well, first of all, I don't even think about, I don't even know that word. Like rejection, there's no such thing like that to me because I always kind of frame or reframe it as like, it's not a match. Or depending on how the guy shows up, he may not be ready. And that's okay too. Most of these guys aren't ready. Y'all thinking, oh my God, like something's wrong with me. No, most of the time these guys aren't ready and something's wrong with them. Yeah, so hope that's helpful. Girl, Jordan said, I got a new puppy. We decided to go outside and the men were flocking. Yes, honey. What I love about pets and plants is that it requires you to show up for another entity, another being, and it almost replicates, how you would be in a relationship, right? The thoughtfulness, the caring, the dependability, it's all very important. Not to mention, like, those sorts of things will bring in guys. Like, if you're gardening, if you're going to garden places, Home Depot, and you're in the garden section, you'll be able to connect with guys in such a different way. Am I saying get a dog to get a man? No, but I will tell you this. I got 2 dogs and I got a man shortly after that. Yeah. Krista said, Usher can still get it. Woo, child. Okay, girl, you can have him. Yeah. Jess said, yes, been binging the podcast. I love it, girl. Thank you so much. The podcast is called Get Your Guy Coaching. Check it out, girl. We try to spill as much tea as possible there. If you like the lives, if you like the videos, you'll love the podcast. Yanni said, how much to book a session? I have a couple of questions. So the sessions are not for your questions. That's why I have these lives. You can put your questions in here. The consultations are for people that want to professionally work with me. Okay? So there are 2 ways this will happen, right? Depending on your application, you will either be directly lined up for a consultation with me, or there will be a video that you'll go through, and depending on if you want to get into one of my programs, you will book what I call a decision call, which will be a 15-minute call where you will ask the questions that you might have about the programs and make a decision on that call. You will need to kind of watch the online consultation video first before booking the decision call down, okay? All of this is free, but many of you probably don't want to work with me professionally, and that's totally fine. Stay on the lives, listen to the podcast. All of the links are in the link in my bio, so definitely check all of those things out, okay? Obi says, hi, Anwar. How come guys match with me on the apps but won't actually talk? Girl, a lot of guys will just say yes to everyone. And then, we'll chronologically go through, women based on who reaches out to them first. Okay. So, what I've learned is that like you will match the people that you match with, you'll probably get a response rate of about a third. So let's say you match with three guys, one of them you might have a conversation with. That's the app T girl. Alyssa said I was not allowed to date until after college. That's the case for so many, women of color, black women, and it sucks. And I feel, I think it's horrible. Dragon's Breath. Any apps worth it at the moment? I'm not, girl. I ran some of my numbers, and I was telling my clients this earlier this morning. The dates from the apps are down roughly 30%. So I am working with my clients now to reallocate how we are going to be moving forward over the next 2 to 3 months until the apps come back to where they need to be. Yeah. Let me see what's going on. Hey, Rose, Sharon, Ann, Mo, Dulcie, Lexis, Miss Marley. Kyrie said, hey, missed our meeting yesterday. We are scheduled for Wednesday. My team should have reached out to you beforehand to let you know that we wanted to reschedule. So if you didn't get that, maybe it went to spam. But apologies for the confusion. Kayla said, how long is too long to be pen pals on the apps? More than 1 week. Dulcie, thank you so much for the rose, girl. Dom D said, we love you. Thank you, girl. I need all the love in the world, honey, because they really trying to come for your boy now, honey. I talked about the black men, then I talked about attractiveness levels, then I talked about Nigerians, honey. I think I'm just flying too close to the sun, honey. And girl, I don't know what they're trying to do, girl, but I need all the love. I need all the protection, everything, honey. But I thank you so much for the love. Veronica said, hello, love your videos. Thank you. Sydney, thank you so much for the 6 roses. Appreciate it. JK said, what do you think about sugar daddies? So I'm not someone that helps people get with sugar daddies. That's, I feel like, more like a transactional relationship. You might want to go to the Sprinkle Lady for that. I don't really do transactional relationships. I'm about love, connections, and relationships. So what do I think about sugar daddies? I think that you should be your own sugar daddy. I think that you should be treating yourself every week. And if you're not doing that, then there's a problem. Yeah? Ann said, are you in NYC? I am not, but I come to NYC often. Dinah said, I feel personally attacked. It's my bedtime. Uh-oh. Well, go to bed, girl. Go to bed. Brittany said, let me grab my Cabernet. I know that's right, girl. Ty said, you look good in that green. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Janae said, I finally decided to give my brother's BFF a chance. Have a date this week and wish me luck. Good luck, girl. Good luck. Stay Cozy said, love your content. I'm married, but still love to listen. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Sydney said, advice for shy black girls in college. Should I just date for experience? Yes, girl. What, you think you dating for life? In college? Honey, anyone that is 25 and older, let these college girls know that whoever you meet in college, you will not be with. Girl, you're not even going to be in the same job in your first job after college. What makes you think that the guy that you meet in college you're going to be with for the rest of your life? No shade. I want us to manage expectations here. Yeah? You're going to be in that first job for 2 to 3 years max. You're going to be in that relationship, that first one after college, for 2 to 3 years, and that's max. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Valencia said, I've been out of the dating world by choice, but you're slowly opening me back up to it. Maybe. All right, girl, take your time. No rush. Harmony said, I always look forward to you and your vibes. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Taco Bella said, went on a date with a Sri Lankan doctor. I don't think he was into me. I'm tired of dating. Why? There are going to be people that are like that you're going to make a connection with, and there are going to be people that you aren't. That's part of dating. Yeah. Books on Nails says, you know you that when you cause all the conversation, fairy godbrother. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Baby Doll said, I love how you say yeah. I think it's just the Valley girl in me. Yeah? Kayla said, what's a tea on Australia men? I don't really like them. I think that they're low-key, high-key racist. And I don't really think that they're checking for black girls. So that's why you don't ever hear me talk about Australia. But prove me wrong, girl. Girl, they're shady to, the natives there, girl. I don't like it. Mia said, girl called when I was with him. He drove from 2 states. Now he needs space. Yeah, because he's embarrassed and he got caught that he was, doing X, Y, and Z. Give him his space, girl, and date 2 or 3 other men. And don't look back, girl. Your future person will never need space from you. Yeah. Tom and Jazzy said, I'm moving back in a month. Should I start to get back on the apps now or wait until I touch down? I would say give yourself like 1 to 2 weeks before moving there to get on the apps. Brown Skin Lady said, how long and how many meetups should I wait for my long distance boo to make it official? He's also job hunting after relocating back to the US after living abroad. I would not want to go official with someone that is unemployed, and I would recommend that you do the same. Yeah? Wait till he gets a job. Don't be in a rush, girl. Beautiful Reflection said, you're so cute when you blush in a brotherly fashion. Thank you, girl. But you still can't have me. I'm taken. Yeah? Mousing Around said, is there a time frame for when the first date should happen? Girl, the first week. He will know. Yeah. PJT, MR, when do we cut the roster? Is it whoever asks for? Well, generally, you should be dating at least 3 guys at the same time. I call it Olympic dating. Gold, silver, and bronze men you should have, right? When gold goes beyond and you've had, right, a significant amount of dates, and in my program, what we do is we do this analysis based on your deeper relationship needs after going through the Get Your Guy Dating process. And then that's how we make the determination about whether to get exclusive with a guy or not. Yeah. Kyrie said, won't commit, but ask me for money. If a man ever asks you for money, run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Okay? Simona said, I left a 3-year relationship because he wasn't ready for marriage. He's 52, I'm 35. Girls, ladies, 2 years, max. If it's just not happening in 2 years, he didn't want it. He didn't want it, or he's not ready. And we got to accept that. Thais said, what's the tea on guys that are teachers? They make great fathers. Now, I said teachers, not professors. Don't get with professors, girl. They always want to be right. And they think they're always right because they've had their head in the books for 20, 30 years, honey. But don't have any social skills. Yeah? Teachers are often very nurturing, right? And here's the thing. I think sometimes people have bad experience with teachers because they've been with the mean and strict teachers. I want you to get with the teachers that everyone loves. You know who those are, right? Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Jehovah Thickness, love the name, by the way, girl. Just don't come to my door, honey. I swear the ones with the small P got the best moves. Yes, girl. Well, they have to. What else are they gonna do, girl? They gotta compensate for something. Akira said, very true. My average guy was way better than the bigger guy. 100%. 100%. I was gonna do a video about this, but I didn't want to, girl. I've been getting so much smoke, girl. I needed to water it down, girl. But the gag is like size matters. Size matters. And not just the guy size, but like the women's size as well. One of the things that I've learned, because she's a researcher, she wants the data, the numbers. The gag is, now, is it just us family? Is it just us family in here, honey? Girl, the gag is that the black girls, the tightest. The white girls have the longest, and the Hispanic girls have the biggest circumference, girl. So it's not just his size, it's your size too. I think some people think that because black men are so well endowed, that the black girls are going to be, wider, or wider vajayjay, and that's not necessarily the case. The research says that y'all got the tightest, honey. Come through. Come through with it, girl. Come through with it. So, size matters on both ends, honey. Anyway, let me see what y'all are talking about. Life with Casey said, hello, and I love your lives. Your advice is chef's kiss. Thank you, girl. Brittany Amber said, just poking around. Not just poking around, girl. Kaya or Kia said, are Russian men packing? The Russians that I have had were not. But maybe that was just how I chose them, honey. I was playing Russian roulette and I didn't get killed like I wanted to, if you know what I mean. Let me see what the gag is, girl. Oh my God. Y'all are gagging me, girl. Why did I read some girl say, it's tight over here, okay? All right, Miss Chelsea girl. We didn't ask for all that, honey. Miss Tiffany said her Kegels, girl. Purple Bag said, I almost screamed on the train. Why? Why, girl? Y'all should have known this already. Doesn't take a gay guy to tell you. I hope not. I hope not that y'all haven't looked down there. Not Charlotte from Sex and the City who needs a mirror and who needs to look down here, honey. Not that. Not that. Yes, girl. Precious said, what about dating male nurses? Slippery slope, girl. I think just being a nurse is crazy. Y'all are basically doctors, no shade. And yeah, I think I haven't heard a lot of great relationships with male nurses. But like most of them are gay anyway, girl. And TikTok, I think I can say that because I'm gay, but also most of them are gay. So don't cut this live off, okay? Simone said Bumble for Boston is dry AF for black women. Yeah, the apps are not apping, girl. It's like every year since the pandemic, it's gone down, 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 down. It's even affected my results. My results were bomb, and now they're less bomb, and now they're less bomb because I've been relying on the apps in my program. So we're rejiggering that. PJT said, give us tea on the Egyptian men. They're checking for the black girls, honey. They're checking for the black girls. I will say that. And I will say that they will have you walking like an Egyptian, if you know what I mean, honey. If you know what I mean, jelly bean. Bhakti said, advice on person of color high schoolers dating for the first time. Girl, why are you on this live? Girl, go to Snapchat, girl. Girl, get into some AP classes. Girl, don't come into my live. I don't want you thinking about boys. Have fun. Chat with them. Girl, girl, you should be doing homework right now in an honors or AP class. I want 5s on your AP scores, okay? Period. Sweet Melissa RN said, what do you think about Turkish men, Anwar? I think that I think they're addicted to black women. I also think that they're horn dogs. The research says that they have the most sexual partners of any nationality, on average 14. Like, if you look at America, like, the average sexual partners for a guy is like 5 or 6. Yeah, so it's like double time. Tiffany said, nobody's game is stronger than a married man. That's how he got married, girl. No shade. Sarah Parsons said, we love you, Anwar. Thank you, girl. Ashley said, we'll ride at dawn behind you, Anwar. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Bessie, thank you so much for the rose, girl. Girl, I had to give the tea on the vajayjay sizes, girl. Because, honey, these white women have tall vajayjays. Tall. Anyway. Sarah Parsi said, OMG, I'm white. Longest? Yeah, girl. You packing. Purple Bag said, I know you lie. I'm not lying, girl. It's the research, girl. I can't lie on the research. Well, hey. T Saucy said the wettest too. Now, I personally don't know nothing about that, girl. Girl, I know nothing about that. So, anyway. Charlotte said class is in session. Girl, I just try to share, I try to share what I know, right? And the girls can take it or not take it. It's up to them, honey. The only Nate said, what about mechanics? Well, here's what I know. Here's what you need to do. You know how they go under the car and then they're like doing all that stuff and working it out? That's, you gotta make sure he's going under you and doing that work on you, girl. That's how the mechanics will make it happen and fix whatever is broken down there. Honey, the girls are saying that they're tight in here. I know that's right, honey. It's a gag for me, honey. Kimberly said, love that for us. Girl, and anyone that you're with, girl, they're loving it too. They're loving it too. Beautiful said, tight and right. Chrissy said, girl, we been knew that. Girl, apparently some of them didn't, honey. Some of them didn't. Kiki said, where are your resources so I can follow up? Girl, please. Nicole said, girl, I had to research it. Not personally, girl. Third party. Nicole said, he went through my Insta while I was sleeping, but didn't delete the evidence. Been dating for 2 months. Okay. So you need to have a conversation with him. That feels like a violation. Yeah. Brandy said, we knew that. That's why they're fantasizing about us. Okay, girl. Wait. One girl said, wait, this is life-changing. Happy Black History Month, girl. Jessica said, top shelf, kitty, honey. Tyla said, so glad I follow you. Honey, we get to have fun. Sometimes all of this fucking dating shit is so heavy and it's so fucking annoying. Girl. Happy Black History Month. You got a type JJ and a type Punani, girl. You're the best. You win. Asian girls are second tightest, girl. I see user 772 asking about the Asian girl. Second tightest, honey. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm like, sometimes shit gets so fucking heavy and serious in the dating. Girl, I just want to talk about boys and D. Girls gotta eat, bitch. Like, what? Bambi said, I need some references. Girl, this is not a fucking thesis. I'm not proving my PhD to you, girl. I'm not fucking referencing anything in my essay. All right. Ashlyn said your lives have me cracking up. Good, girl. We get to have fun. Life is so serious. Kiwana said that's why they, meaning white, love the large black man. Girl, I guess it's a perfect fit, girl. I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Brandy said we definitely got that waterfall. Girl, not the waterfall. Girl. TLC said don't go chasing waterfalls, girl. Maybe they were talking about y'all. No shade. No shade. And Nala said, what about tech guys? Girl, yes. Yes to tech, girl. Yes to tech, honey. Susie said, you make the lights way too late. Could you do them earlier? No, girl. No, girl. You need to extend your bedtime, girl. I'm doing my lives when my kids go to bed. Now, if you are going to you're going to bed at the same time my kids are going to bed, I can't do anything about that. I really can't. Nakia said, I want to lose weight, but my man wants me the way I am. Should I lose weight? I think that you should do whatever the hell you want to do. Yeah? That's what I think. Jaleesa said, where do we find the tech men is the question. Girl, go to the Genius Bar. Girl, go to Best Buy. For those IT boys, honey. More Silicon Valley. Taiwan said, I cannot with Anwar tonight. Why not, girl? Shayla said, I need this to be on the pod. Girl, I can't be talking all this mess on my international podcast, girl. Faithfully Me said, you go live while I'm at the gym. So be it, honey. So be it. JVXOXO said, as a Pilates princess, core strength equals pelvic floor strength. So if you're not right and tight already, then that can help. I know that's right, girl. Intense DJ said, side note, your post regarding black girls not dating because of parents' restrictions spoke to my whole life. Thank you for seeing me. Girl, of course. Of course. Rosalie White says, 5 to 6 sexual partners for a guy over the course of their lifetime on average. I want you all to understand something. The majority of men are getting no play. No play. So just think about it. When you're like on the apps, you swiping left on 95% of those guys. If you're swiping left on them, most other women are swiping left on them too. Only about 5 or 10% are getting the most play on the apps. Those are the guys that are having, 50, 60, 100 partners. Most of the other guys, their biggest partner is their right hand, no shade, girl. That's the tea. So don't be surprised by the average of like 5 or 6 partners. Some of them might have 8. But hand partners, thousands, girl. Thousands. Picasso say Anwar is cutting up tonight. Am I? Am I cutting up? Or am I slipping and sliding? Honey, not I chose to have a C-section to keep mine tight. Girl, not the C to keep the I. Oh, Lord. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Faya said, I'm dating a senior accountant for our tech firm, but I hate the way he dresses. What do I do? Okay, so if he's treating you well, here's what you do. Once you get into a relationship with him on his birthday, start getting him clothes, because he's going to start wearing the clothes that you get him. And girl, after a year, his whole wardrobe is going to be your wardrobe that you've given him. Long game, girl. Long game. The way that he dresses doesn't matter when it comes to a relationship. It doesn't correlate with a successful relationship outcome. Yeah. Lobo said, this info is on medical sites, y'all. He's right. You think I'm lying to you? Why would I be talking about this stuff if it wasn't true? Oh my. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. What do I think about long distance? I love it if there's consistency in communication. Yeah. If he is coming to see you within a month's time, that's what I'm looking for. T Saucy has, Anwar got that rich man laugh. Do I? Honey, giving Scrooge McDuck, honey. Harmony said, Happy Black History Month is wild. Ta-da! And Nala said, so Hispanic has the widest, explains a lot. Ooh. Well, you know, these Hispanic men do have very thick and wide you-know-whats. So it kind of makes sense, girl. Oh my gosh. I might have to cut up this live and put it in a video, honey. Brandy said, and we're for the win. Alexa said, you and Shara should do a live together answering all of our questions. I'll have to reach out to her, honey. And let me see what y'all are talking about, honey. Oh my gosh. Kay said, what if he calls your opinion on something dumb? Out. Fired. You're fired. One of the things that I grew up with from my mother was that we could never say shut up, we could never say stupid, and we could never say dumb, because that's a complete invalidation of your emotional and intellectual property. Yeah? These are the things that are very important. Glam Tam Tam said, I'm new here. What did I pull up to? Girl, I was talking about punani and who has the tightest and who has the loosest. Or the biggest circumference. Who has the tallest and who has the shortest. So, tallest punani. White, Black, Hispanic, Asian. Widest punani. Widest. White. Wait. Hispanic, white, Asian, Black. Stasi said, yes, cutting, hunty. I'm not cutting nothing, honey. Truth-telling, Tam said, honey. I'm a truth teller. I'm a seer. And I see. Moo Didi said, we love it. We need it. I know that's right, honey. All right, let me see what the gag is, honey. What are you asking about? What about Spaniards? Girl, they're all right, girl. They're not really checking for black girls in the way that you think. Fun, can date them in a fun way. They will not marry you. Trust me on that. Yeah. Kaya, thank you so much for the team bracelet. Yeah. Ella said, I'm going on my first date with a white guy because of you. Here's the thing, girl. When you have that biracial child, you better name it Anwar. Good for both men, boys, and girls, honey. Vanessa said, this is so right. I love my engineer boyfriend. He could not dress too well when we met. Who cares, girl? Girl, these engineers are wearing Old Navy. Girl. Then that's just it. Michaela said, paying on the first date. Should you offer or stay silent? Stay silent, girl. Don't fake it, honey. Don't fake it. Some of these guys will tell you, I want you to at least offer. Those are the guys that will go from 100% to 80% to 50-50 after a couple of months. The guys that are providers will take true offense to you even offering to pay for a date. And that's who you want to attract. Yeah? Amy said, I'm dating this guy and he's perfect. I'm just not clicking with him. Should I wait and see? What does clicking mean? Does that mean like attraction level? Does that mean personality? What does that mean exactly? Okay, Chesney said, Amber, I need help. I'm 50 on Bumble and trying to date and the options are bad. What do I do? Depends, girl. Where are you located? And how often are you actually dating? Yeah, Sasha said, you have helped me so much. Awesome, thank you. Bree said, he treats me well, but his body weight stresses me out. Keep on dating other people, girl. Yeah? You need to wait a couple of weeks and see if your attraction level is growing more, staying the same, or decreasing. Because here's the thing. If he's not a 5 or above, if he's lower than a 5, if you're rating him, you're going to always have issues with him and his looks. And lust is an important part of love. Okay? Healing said, have a first date with a white guy on Friday. Y'all are giving it for White Boy Winter. Y'all are doing it. I love this for y'all. A little nervous. Any recommendations? Yeah, girl. Have fun. I think so many people are like, what do I do with this white boy? The same thing that you would do with any other boy. Have fun, flirt, talk your shit. Talking your shit is a love language. And be the queen that you are. Yeah? Don't put him on some pedestal just because he's white, honey. If anything, take him down a couple notches. Right? Colonize his behind, honey. Okay, let me see where I'm at, honey. 'Cause the girls have a lot to say tonight, honey. Just said, okay, black is the widest or least widest? No, girl, black is tight. Least widest, honey. Ken Cole said, how do you know that? Girl, I researched it. I don't know it personally, girl. I haven't done it personally, girl. That's not the kind of girl that I am. I'm not a lesbian. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just not that. T said, is right person, wrong timing a real thing? 100%. 100%. Yeah. Kaya, thank you so much for the 7 roses, girl. Unique said, so this is why they hate on black women. Girl, that and so many other things, honey. Kiss emoji said, Spaniards got that shrimp. Little bit. They not, girl, they don't got that oversized luggage, I'll tell you that much. I think they're like average. Dee, thank you so much for the rose. Kaya, thank you so much for the 3 roses. Justin, thank you so much for the cake. Someone said engineers wear New Balances. Mm-hmm. Number 813 said, I see you, Anwar al-Sadat, leading us into dating. Honey, I'm trying to lead peace in the Middle East. I'm trying to lead peace in this dating sitch, honey. Pretty Plus said, not Old Navy. Girl, I'm just trying to tell you what the tea is, girl. Precious said, Old Navy came a long-ass way. They got cute-ish. They sure do. They sure do. Shar said, hey, fairy godbrother. Hey, girl, hey. What's tea, girl? What's tea? Nikki ATL said, so Hispanic or Latin men don't like black women? No, they do. They do quite a bit. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Sassy said, what about leaving the tip? You know what tip you need to leave? When you say, thank you so much, you just leave in that fingertip to say thank you. That's the only tip you're leaving. Thank you so much for paying for it. Thank you so much for taking care of this date. Thank you so much. French tip, honey, that's it. That's the only tip you're leaving, honey. You hear me? Leaving the tip. Girl, do you know where you are? Not in this community. Not in this room. We're not leaving any tips, honey. Green tea good. Yeah, I always offer to pay the tip. You want to see how he tips. You missing an opportunity when you taking care of the tip. There's a difference between a man that gives a 5% tip and a 20 or 25% tip. You're looking for his generosity when you let him tip. You hear me? Don't tip. Okay, so for the woman who was saying that she wasn't clicking with her guy, girl, that's compatibility. It's not gonna work. Yeah? You gotta do what they do on Frozen, girl, and let it go. You hear me? The golden rule said, what do you think about pastors or reverends? I think it takes a special woman to become a first lady, honey. I think that oftentimes many pastors and reverends will have God complexes and won't have a lot of time or attention for you and will want to be served because they're doing a lot of serving. So something to think about as you kind of interact with those kinds of guys. Let me see what my IG girls are talking about. Oops. Oh my God. Someone said, I love this. Good. Queen Makeda said yes to the C-section. I know that's right. Should women shoot their shot? I'm anti-gun here. So I think you should start conversations, but to shoot your shot, I don't think so. I don't think that that's going to serve you. Someone asked, oh my God, there's so many messages. I am Tanika. Do you think men are able to love? I think that men are definitely able to love, but what happens with men, I think so many women think, oh my God, he's so scared of commitment. They're scared to fall in love. And when a man falls in love, what happens is that his testosterone decreases, which makes it really hard for him to achieve his life and his goals. That's why if you ever get with a guy in med school or graduate school, I've been in this work for 14 years, it never works out because he will never want to fall in love because it means that he won't probably feel like he can complete med school. So falling in love for a man is really scary because it reduces his testosterone. It is very possible, and this is why men will pull back between months 2 and 3. If he does that for a couple of days, don't freak out because he is literally trying to figure out if he can live at this lower level of testosterone. Okay? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Sativa said, Shri says don't change the way the man dresses, then all the other women will be checking for him. Leave him how he be. You gotta make sure that your relationship is strong enough so even if the other women are checking for him, it's not it's a non-motherfucking factor, as my mentor would say. Yeah. Someone said, what happens if the guy has a fucked up grill? Teeth can be fixed, honey. Reach for Tune said, are you in a relationship? Yes, married. 3 kids. Suburban mother of 3. Coffee Carew said, what do you think about a guy that only takes you on freebie dates? 3rd plus date. It's a no for me, dog. I can walk by myself. Yeah? There's a reason why he's doing that. Nikima said, I want to date white, but I'm scared of the pink peen. You scared of the pink peen, but not the black peen? Make it make sense. What are you scared of it for? Does it look pink in the dark? That's what I want to know. My gosh. I'm just kind of going through all of these different questions. Time frame for a man to propose, 18 to 24 months. Champagne with grits. I love horror, Marvel, stayed in Europe for 2 months. This guy called me weird. Thoughts? I don't like guys that make judgments on women. That doesn't feel emotionally safe to me, and it shouldn't feel emotionally safe to you. And when that happens, we want to step away from that, right? Instead of someone calling you weird, you want to hear them be interested or curious, right? And this is important for how you all are showing up as well, right? You want to come from a curious place. You don't want to come from a judgmental place, right? That doesn't feel good. Star Goddess said, I went on a first date and the guy put my whole finger in his mouth. Second date. Girl, when he put your finger in his mouth, that was the second date. But set boundaries or move on. I would move on. That feels like a violation to me. Yeah? Oh my gosh. These men are wild. Wild. You hear me? I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at him and his audacity to do that to you. That feels like a violation. Girl, I haven't been personally dating, so like hearing some of this, girl, you gotta put your hands in your pockets apparently while you're dating, honey. You know what I mean? Apparently that's what you gotta do, honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about on TikTok. Joby said, do you think I should unfriend a male friend who has been flirting with me but turns out he has a girlfriend? Probably yes. Integrity. Don't think he has it. Joby, thank you so much for the 3 roses, girl. Elska, is going out alone a good way to get started? Yes, girl. You've got to date yourself until you date other people. Yeah? Bunny says, a date with a white man during Black History Month. Well, girl, if he's paying for your dates, it feels like a little bit of reparations, girl. So I'm a fan. I like. Kiri said, I'm so scared to date outside of my race. Why, girl? What do you think is going to happen? Seriously, I think it's important. Because I think sometimes we think these things are going to happen without realizing that dating inside of your race, those things have already happened. And that's no shade. That's just tea. Oh my gosh, let me see what y'all are talking about. Haley said, they're not all pink, mostly light tan. I know that's right. She said, I saw that Drake video, honey. And no shade, his real thing is pink from what the girls who have hooked up with him have said, girl. So that was a fakeroo. Messy. Kaya, thank you so much for all the gifts, girl. Brianna said, a guy asked me to be his girlfriend after 1 month and a half on the second date. Do I run? I think that's really early. Yeah. Wait, 1 month and a half? So you've had 2 dates in 6 weeks? We should be having a date a week. Yes, these men are wild out here, honey. And you gonna, girl, when you're on a date now, you gotta go like this. Just like you were back in school, girl. Or in Sunday school, honey. Just like this when you're on a date, honey. Just to make sure that these men are not putting your fingers in their mouths. Girl, this is what, girl, he's acting like a 18-month-old. This is insanity. Girl, I think if that happened to me, someone said, you gotta, girl, wear gloves, girl. The real femme type, honey. Or, girl, wear those gloves that they were wearing during the pandemic, honey. Whatever works for you. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Lilo Pop said, tea on Nigerian men. I literally did a video about them. So go to my page and see the Nigerian video, honey. This is why I did the video on them. Because every live, I always get a question about Nigerian men. So go to that video. If your first date is on Valentine's Day, you should not have a first date on Valentine's Day. Should you get him something small? No, you should not, because he's not your boyfriend. That's girlfriend benefits, and you're not his girlfriend. Queen said his mom is his best friend. I love that, but you want to see what other friends that he has. Asha said, I lost 10 pounds from laughing. Okay, girl. Resilience Robeson said, are you married to a black man? Girl, I'm married to, okay, he looks very white on the outside, but he's very black on the inside. Do you know what I mean? Sabat said the Nigerians are entitled, just blocked one today and got blocked by another on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Lay said, I'm bi and was married to a woman before. Will men be intimidated by me? No, girl, they're going to be attracted to you. Yeah? Chef Saucy said, advice on how to stop being a guinea pig for straight women tired of men. Girl, you're going to have to be stricter then. You might need to let go of the girls that are, you have to ask questions about their experience. If you're the first woman that you've been with, girl, you might have to respectfully decline. Yeah? No shade, we're not in college anymore. We're not kissing girls trying to get attention from boys. Yeah? You're gonna have to ask a lot of questions around this. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Kristen said, thoughts on poly relationships. Girl, no thoughts. If that's what you want to do, work. Work it, work it, work it. Let me see what, girl, I'm like lost, girl, trying to. Okay. Just be light. Should I tell my ex who I'm friends with I'm ready to date again? No, girl. It's your ex for a reason, girl. Don't get back with your exes, ladies. I know some of y'all, maybe you felt a little wronged, and sometimes we go back to our exes because we're trying to regain that control that we felt that we lost. Don't do it, girl. Your future person will never be an ex. Trust. Yeah? Kristen said, why am I always attracted to my boss or co-workers? I'm not sure, girl, but it might not be the best place to date. Yeah? Bookie de Auntie said, gloves are in. Lovely said, what's the tea on Jamaican men? Same tea on Nigerian men, just without the provider mindset and without the money. Godiva said, the Nigerian video was very succinct and accurate. I guess that's why all these Nigerian men are in my DMs cursing me, honey. Tuki said, being attracted to the men you work with may just be they are the only man that you have contact with. That's possibly it, but that means that we've got to make our life a bit more well-rounded. Yeah. Chef Saucy, thoughts on being on speaking terms with your ex? I guess my question when I always hear that is, if you were to get into a relationship tomorrow with someone else, do you think that they would want you to be in contact with your ex? Are you creating a life that is ready for the next best relationship of your life? Yeah. Keisha said, I swear they hounded me in your Nigerian video. Girl, they hound, girl. They hound. Portia said, do you do matchmaking? I don't. I'm a dating coach. So I help women find their own best matches. T said, ooh, you got a white chocolate. No, he's not white chocolate, girl. He's like a s'more. He got that marshmallow, but he's got the chocolate inside, girl. But he's not white chocolate. God, your Goaty said, I accidentally scheduled a first date on Valentine's Day once. I thought it was a regular day. Gina said, thoughts on Palestinian men. Girl, I'm not touching that question, girl. Not in this environment, girl. I need to try to set me up, honey. All right, I think I'm going to go because I gotta get some sleep. I gotta, get some beauty sleep. This afternoon, my daughter said, you have some bags under your eyes. You might need a serum for that. I said, girl, you're 10. What do you know about serums? Shut it. No. So funny, so funny, so funny, so funny. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want to learn more about like what I do as a dating coach, definitely check the link in my bio. I have a link for my podcast, a link to follow me on YouTube. I have a link for my testimonials, free training. If you are interested in wanting to work with me professionally, there is a link to book a consultation call. So definitely check that out if you want to get into my program and do some of this work on a deeper level. Okay? Apparently, y'all want to know about sizes, both P and V sizes. So I guess I will do a video that will go in more depth about that. Sound good? Sativa said, love it, loving you, love the newsletter, thanks so much. So welcome, so welcome. Sending love to all of you and just letting you know that I feel your love. Thank you so much for following. I am so grateful for all of that and just the support. I feel it. So thank you. It always brings a smile to my face to come onto these lives and to kiki with you and to have fun and laugh. It is so necessary and I'm just so appreciative. So thanks for being here and I will talk with y'all soon enough. Bye-bye.